Oh, how exciting is this, eh? Saturday and we're having some fun. Love it. Right, let's just click everywhere. Let's go live everywhere. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Hello. Right then, let's get my tablet rigged up. Let's have a look. I'm going to be able to see comments clearly on YouTube. So I'm just going into that now. There we go. That's me. Let me find my account. No. Is it not saying I'm live today? So I'll just talk to myself. It's no problem. Oh. Am I not there? There we go. Okay, I'm live. There we are. I found myself. Hello. Who have we got? Hi, Ruth. Debs, hi. Let's just put hi. Yeah. There we go. I don't even know if I've got have I? No, forget that. Okay, tickly boo. There we go. Right, hi Rach. Right, hello. Hi Chris. What a super surprise indeed. Well, I thought to myself, Beans, I'm going to be at Lincoln tomorrow. Obviously I won't be doing a live tomorrow, so I thought, you know something, I'll come and say hello to you guys tonight. Hi Jackie. Let's just have a look. Hi Theo, Kim, Ali, Eva, Joke, I love that. Michael, hi. I'm also on YouTube, so you've got your Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully we've got no problems tonight. Yes, Debs, it's a surprise. Boof. As you do. I'm going to start off by showing some of these lovely creations. I mean, I know I'm normally, hi Kim, hello. I know I'm normally showing my own stuff, but it's nice to show somebody else's. So I had this lovely gift. I was going to take a photo and I thought, you know something, I want to show it on the live. This is somebody's first attempt at doing the pyrograph, basically. Ruth's has sent me this, and it's a coaster. How gorgeous is this? It's all varnished and painted, and it's all burnt in, and I think it's absolutely stunning with one of my lovely stamps. But I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, you're very welcome. I mean, look at that. For all you guys on Facebook, I'm just showing them guys as well. Handmade. And now this means more than anything else. It's all on the back, all lovely done, all sealed. But this is absolutely beautiful, and I shall be having this now. It is absolutely stunning. I'm sure that this doesn't give you justice of how it is in my hand. And she's also sent me a little jigsaw. How gorgeous is this? And I've put it back in and kept it safe. But I've actually took it out and done it, and it's like, oh, I didn't realise how fun a jigsaw was. So I just want to say thank you so very, very much, Ruth, for your time and effort doing this. And I know it takes your time, because I know you're not well and you're waiting for an operation and everything. But my goodness me, I love my little gifts. What do you guys think? Deborah, Ali, Theo, beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely. So I'm going to pop these. My little coaster is like going in the corner there, so that's always going to be on view. I'm going to pop this out the way though. So what's tonight all about? So okay, so basically, as daft and as crazy as I am, it honestly is very beautiful. You know, there's been a lot of work gone into that. I mean, I do pyrograph, and I know how difficult it is to get all those little marks on, and she's done it up, and then she's painted it and varnished it. Absolutely stunning. I love it. Right, so what's tonight all about? Obviously, I've added things in my shop. Now, I want to offer personalisation. Hello, no surprise, isn't it just? So I've done one of my extra large tags. Look at me, I've even done a bit of pimping, glittery nonsense and all that. So what I've done is I've cut this out of graphic 45 paper. Hi Nettie. It's King's Day in Netherlands. Oh, happy King's Day. There you go. Fabulous. So what I want to do is I want to show you this. Now, the butterflies I already do, as you know, and I've cut one in half here and done one so it's flying in a different direction. Another idea, if you cut it down the middle, then you'll have two, and you've just got to draw that on, basically. You know, hi Kim, another Kim, two Kims. And then I've just added a bit of stickles on, you know, some twinkly, as you do. But I wanted to be able to say to you guys, personalisation. Now, this is the extra large, so this is long, this is big, yeah, as you can see. Anniversary. Now, obviously, there's going to be happy as well, but I just couldn't be bothered. Naughty Lisa. I've had that much to do. Obviously, I've got the show tomorrow. I've got a show Birmingham not long after I come back off holiday. So I've been literally, I've been like being whipped to create. And that's in between all the orders. Now, thank you all so very, very much for your orders. I've been quite overwhelmed actually with how many orders I've had. And I really can't thank you enough. So I thought to myself, on my Shopsy shop, Shopify shop, I don't know, whatever. On the shop, I'll just call it the shop. I have put down the options now. You've got anniversary. Obviously, you're going to get happy anniversary as well. Now, you don't just get one of these. You get two. And I can, if you wanted me to, I can do them in different sizes. Or you'd have them all one size. Now, when I say two, you get the backing as well as the lettering. So all these are stuck on individually. So I've got the option of, you can do a name. So any name, you give me the spelling. I will triple check. Because me and spelling are the best, as you know. I'm going to offer with love. I'm going to offer thank you. I'm going to offer happy anniversary. Obviously, there'll be a happy there as well. Wedding day, or on your wedding day. Birthday, obviously, happy birthday. Baby boy, baby girl. Obviously, again, you let me know. But if there's anything else particularly you wanted, let me know. And then it's quite easy for me to, and now I've put that down as £5, which I think is really reasonable for that, you know, at the end of the day. And don't forget, there's postage included in that. Now, postage minimum is £2.80. Minimum. So if you think about it, £2.80 tracked, and I'm charging £5, it ain't rocking science. So I am hoping that you're going to buy additional things as well. But if you only want that, that's fine. You know, but I'm just showing you that I'm sticking to my word. I'm offering you free tracked postage. I'm not going to sneak things in here and sneak things in there. It's free postage tracked. You know, I send you, when you go on the Shopify, I send you your tracking number. You can watch where your parcel is, basically. But you paint it however you want. Now, I've used a lilac to correspond with, obviously, these beautiful papers from Graphic 45. Now, Nigel's got these on his shop. And if you come in tomorrow, you'll see these. Okay? But, yeah, you can do whatever colours you want because it's going to be grey board, or I'm going to be offering, this is in wood. So, I will be offering the writing in wood. So, absolutely for the moon with my doggy. Oh, fabulous. So, I've done Rachel. She sent me a picture of a dog, and I've actually engraved that for her. I'm loving the bulbs and cogs on your desk. That's coming. That's coming. That's a coming. So, I just wanted to show you this. So, yes, there are options on there. I'm trying to give you as much as I possibly can because I'm trying to start a business. So, I'm being straight with you as well. In the long run, that I might be able to give up my day job and actually do this full time. So that means that you will have regular daily gobbledygook off me, you know, if there's sales there. And this will be how it goes moving forward. So tell me what you want, because if you don't tell me, I don't know. So I can't put it down in a file and make it for you. So at the minute, that's grey board and wood. And they all stick on lovely. And the only glue I'm using is the pink frog glue, which is in my bag tucked away. Let me just see if I can. There it is. That's the glue I'm using. I shall thank you, bless you. That's the glue I'm using. It's the pink frog EVA glue. It's blooming brilliant, and that's on the wood as well. So you don't need a wood glue because that is stuck on. I ain't getting that off. Right, I don't care what you're doing to it, it's not coming off. Okay, so that's the tag. And obviously, if you buy a tag and say I want this writing on, I will. If you want it to fit long ways, I'll do it and fit it. So if you say, for instance, you have, I don't know, Lisa, let's whack Lisa on there, and I could do big lettering if you wanted to. If you wanted it large and to fill inside that tag, yeah, simple as that. So you let me know. And if you wanted some wording, you know, with love on your wedding, you want something different, I'd just say to you, right, just add 2 of them in the box and, you know, just email me what you want. Simple. Oh, diddly doo-dah, we're off again. So that's that. Now, secondly, I've done some extras to put in because you're all loving the cogs. So I've done some light bulbs. Now, there's a light bulb on here. Hi, Dawn. There's a light bulb on there, and then I've put the togs over it. And then we've got a bit of rust, and I've used a bit of Art Inspirations ink as well as Inkology, as well as Tim Holtz. Yeah, so there is no stopping what you put on, as well as textured paste. Yeah, so what I'm doing is, which if you've gone onto the store you'll have seen, there is 6 light bulbs added. Now I think these are £8 something. I'm trying to keep prices sort of reasonable but justifiable. Now I've done these in wood. I'm taking these to the show tomorrow, so there's only a few of these. I think I've got 2 of them. So you get these in different sizes. Yep. Can you do film trips? Film trips, what's that? Looks like I'm going to be making, sorry Ruth. But yeah, just stripes. The stripes. I've actually got that file ready. So yes, I can actually do a what's it and have them put together, and you can put, yes, the film strips. I've got some. So I'll put them on. So you just message me what you want and I'll put it in there and I'll add it onto the shop. With the film strips, I'll probably do like a nice square frame and then add it. And then if I put some, if I put a clear pot of acetate in there as well, you could actually put your pictures in, or, you know, I could do it where it's removable for you. Does that make sense? So that's something I'm looking into. But yeah, these are fabulous. Now I've taken as you can see, I've got this one already done. Yeah, we all knew what you meant as such. So that one there is that larger one, and then this is just on one of the tags I've got sort of floating around for me to play around with, as you do. Lisa, how do you get on your shop? I don't know if anybody can kindly put my link on, but it's Shopify Lisa Magical Maker. Just do a search. It is actually on the YouTube under store, at the top of the tabs. So it is on there. The one butterfly box is on there, but if you click Lisa Magical Maker at the top, it takes you all into the store. But yes, it is on there. If not, there's links on my Facebook. But if somebody can kindly post a link in the chat, that would really help. So thank you. So I'm taking 2 of these. So if you go into the Lincoln show tomorrow and you want it reserved, you better tell me now, because once they're gone, they're gone. Obviously, this will be, I can't add the link you commented. Oh, okay, don't worry then. There you go. Not to worry. I'll have to have a float around, see if I can get it in there. But if you want any of the writing, there won't be any of the writing available because it's personal and it will be done sort of as it's ordered. So I am doing orders, although I've got all the stock ready for Birmingham show and Lincoln show. I am doing it made to order. So if somebody does an order, it's not going to be there. It's not a case of I'll just put that in the pot and away you go. These are all made to order, because I have done some and I've rushed some and I've sent things out, and I've made one error in all of the orders I've done, which I'm really quite taken back by. I'm thinking, yes, one error, but it's still one error. So, you know, I see it in that way. So there's those. So there's 6 in a pack. Now I will be doing some offers on the day, so I'm putting them in there. Right then, so what else have I got? I've had a little go at a dream catcher. Now, again, this is sort of, I've got a couple of these to take. I might do these as a £5 special offer or something. I don't know. We'll see. But in here, obviously, you need your own string and whatnot. Oh, crumbs, look at that. We're having a moment already. But I'm not going to do these. I mean, dream catchers, it's one of them. It's either you're into it or you're not. But I am going to be doing a lot of pentagrams and lots of witchy stuff coming up very, very soon. Trust me. So the dream catcher is going to have, it's going to have 6 feathers, and it's going to have 2 different sizes on the feathers. So this is where you can do your own thing. You can paint on it. You could add texture paste and actually put some feathered design in there. You could put pencils on. Now this is out of the grey board. It was easier to cut. So let me just shift these a second. Hold on. So you've got one hole at the top. Oh no, look at that. It's still in there. Fancy that, little devil. You'll have one hole at the top, obviously, to hang, and then you've got 3 there. Now, you will have 3 of those included in your little kit. Now, there's all different ones of these, so I'm just showing you this one for now. But again, it's what you like, what's your preference, you know. So you're gonna, I mean, these can go either way. So you could have some facing in, some facing out. You could put a small one, you could do several, you could do them as doubles if you wanted to. That would be quite a nice effect, to be fair. You haven't got to use these if you don't want to, you know, like they're your little sort of in-betweenies sort of thing. I could do them as hearts, but I've done these. There's other different ones as well, but I'm just showing you this, and this is what I'm taking to the show. They're just as a tester. That's why I'm going to do them nice and cheap. So, like I say, there's going to be some nice little cheapies there for people, some bargains. But I just want to see what sells and what doesn't, because it's pointless me making up 20 million things and it's just sitting there looking at me. So this is why I've popped the link on Facebook Live. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. So if you're on Facebook Live, the link's on there now, how to get into the shop and have a look. So, oh, there we go. I'm just calling carnage here, ain't I? Flipping heck. So there's going to be a couple of the dream catchers with me. So them in there. So the extra large tags, obviously, you can book on there. Aye, what we got?
I come to see the dream catcher.
Oh, I've just put it away.
Oh, I see you.
There you go. She's just having a look. Mum's on. She's got her glad rags on. She's off out of the casino. Bless her. She's spending her money that she's sold her little rabbits. Yes. Bless her. And I'm going to take some rabbits with me as well to Lincoln, so they will be available to buy. She's wrapped them all up as well, bless her cottons. So this is all about, oh bless you, thank you Deb, you're an angel. This is all about the wording. So as I say, it will have happy. You'll have 2, or might have to have a dream catcher. Let me know, Rach, because I'll have to put you one in your bag of goodies. All right, you will have to let me know with regards to these. You'll get 2 of them, so you're going to get 2 of the backing. Now on the backing you won't be able to see this, but it's actually engraved where to put each letter. So when you've painted it, you'll actually be able to see where it's got to go perfectly. So you're not going to guess and think, oh, is that crooked? Or you'll actually be able to see that score line of where every part of the word goes, so it's perfect for you. Everyone's saying hello to you.
Hello, hello.
She looks fabulous, by the way. You're missing one. She's got her glad rags on. She's got a bit of lippy on and everything. There she goes. Her hair's done a lot. I'd say she's on the pull, but she's married. But there you go. But yes, so those are my latest thing. Oh, bless her.
It's beautiful, Mary's.
So Mum says it's beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to put that over there. So let's go on to the cogs. Oh, everyone said have a nice time.
I will do.
Bless
you. Hopefully I can win some money.
Yeah, send her some luck, everybody. Yeah. She's going to the casino. She's gambling. Bless her. So all I've done with this is I've put some textured paste down and obviously done some painting and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I've pulled some of the cogs out. So these are out of the cog sets. I've just already painted. All I've done is put some black paint, black acrylic. So whether it's grey board or wood, they'll paint with acrylic paint. So I'm thinking that just looks really nice as it is. So I might actually just do like black and loads of luck. They're sending you loads of luck.
Yeah, okay then.
There we go. So I'm gonna do. All right then. See you later.
Bye.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye bye bye. There you go. She's gone. She's off. Bless her. She's away with the fairies. So what I'm gonna do first of all is I'm gonna probably stick that on. So that gives chance for this to stick while we paint. Or should we paint first and then stick? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. So if I do black there. Let me see what other colours. I'll tell you what, well, let's do brown. Because I'm thinking if we do some brown cogs, then we can do them more rusty. She's off. She's gone. She's gallivanting, bless her. Honestly. So, brown acrylic. So, all I'm going to do is pop this one over here out the way. They really are good sizes. That's got to... Let me just measure these, just so it gives you an idea. Bless your cottons. So let's have a look in inches. That's a good 5.5 inches. Yep, 5.5 inches there, and then width across, you're looking at 3.5 inches across. So it's a decent size that you get, and that's the larger one. And obviously they go down in increments, so they're decent. The cogs, you get a bag of 40 cogs, and you also get the under backings as well. So all these little inserts you'll get as well. Where am I? I'm off to now. I think it's Cyprus. I'll just get on a plane. The other half books it, and it's like, yeah, we're going away. Okay, fabulous. So you'll have to forgive me there. Sometimes a little bit out on where I'm going, which is just like me, to be fair. Now let me just scavenge a bit of spare. So I've got some grey board, and all I'm going to do is pop on some cogs. Now then, my girl got back from Vegas. Go on. Now, Mum and Dad have done Vegas and stuff like that. That's not something. I'm a beach girl. So the other half, Dave, he loves beaches and all that sort of to do. And to be fair, I do as well. So we like to be on the beach and just chilling and not doing a great deal, if I'm honest. Especially with how busy I am with what I'm doing now. So, you know, if this works, fabulous. If it doesn't, you know, you can't turn around and say I haven't tried, can you? So apologies if I start bombarding your feeds and stuff with Lisa this and I've done that and whatnot. You know, you can always just, you know, delete your notifications. Sure is a fella likes, yeah, wrestling. Now, my mum used to love Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy back in the day. We used to go to the Civic when it was the proper old Civic to watch the wrestling on a Saturday afternoon. Crikey, that brings back memories, dear Lord. Crumbs. Right, so while that's waiting to dry, let me stick this on here. You should, oh no, I really do deserve a holiday. Shirley Crabtree. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Right, so this is just Big Daddy. Well, that bit, honestly, it is, you know, Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks, the rivalry. Saturday afternoon, it used to be on the telly. Crumbs, honestly. Black Prince. Oh, yeah, that looks better. Yeah, we'll do that one. Now, this is just the pink frog glue. And I'll tell you what, it's absolutely fabulous stuff. If you haven't used their glue yet, I highly recommend it. And it's a big old pop, well-earned break. It is, you know, it is definitely a well-earned break. I'm going to pop that about there so we can see. Yeah, that's about right. Quite like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, I do need a break. You are all very true. I do need a break. Jack Parver lived at the end of our... Oh, wow. There you go. Crumbs. Honestly. It's fabulous, isn't it, when you start looking back at all the memories. Now then. Oh, yeah, we're all plugged in today. Goodness me. So, I'm really excited to be able to offer you personalisation. So when you do an order... And the reason why I've done this, I've done an order for somebody and they said, oh, can we do this name? And I thought, oh, you know something, I'll offer that because somebody always wants to do something, especially if it's for somebody's birthday or a wedding gift or anything. It's nice to have something personalised. And I don't mind rude stuff either. So, you know, sometimes you want to be a bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit cheeky. You know, I don't mind swear words. I'm a woman of the world, let's put it like this. So, as long as it's nothing racist or anything like that, I am open to what you want to put on there in that respect. So, you know, I am sort of very much understanding where people want to say certain things or express themselves differently. I love it, I do. Nothing wrong with just being a little bit different in life, is that? So, you know, that's what the world's all about. So let me try and arrange these. Let's have a look what we got going on here. I quite like that one there. But I've only picked up a few cogs, which is a bit naughty of me, really. Do you know something? I might have to put the big one on there because I really like that. Now that's fun. That definitely looks steampunky. I mean, we could always put the little one on there, I suppose. I mean, oh, look, that fits in nicely. I'm terrible, aren't I? So that, do you know something? I quite like that. And we can always put a little bit of texture and a bit of gunge around it. What do you reckon? You with me? Or do you think it's too much? Do I need a little bit somewhere else sort of thing? I don't know. Maybe a light bulb moment over there. Are they easy to cut in half, Lisa? As in what? The butterflies? Is that what you're on about? Let me just grab you. Let's have a dabble. Hold on. Let me see if I've got a spare. So that was one. Hold on. Let me investigate in my box of tricks over here. Have I got another butterfly? Maybe not. No, I don't think I have. So, let's have a look. Okay. I've got a larger butterfly, and then that's sort of half. Right, let me get a pair of scissors. I take it, you are on about the butterflies. Are you on about the butterflies, cutting the butterflies in half, yes? Before I do actually cut this butterfly in half, when there's no need to. Let me just make sure before I dissect the butterfly. Oh, the cogs, okay. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Take a breath. I'll put the butterfly back. Stand away. Stand away from the butterfly. There you go. You're saved, mate. It's okay. She changed her mind. Right, the cogs. Bam, bam, bam. It's all right. Calm down. She said cogs. I got it. Okay, so cogs. Here we go. Ready? Pair of scissors. There you go. Cog. We've cut a cog in half. There you go. So you could actually, do you know something that would make a fabulous stick it down like that and have it up in the air moment? Wow. Oh, I'll tell you what, we could put it there like a smiley face, couldn't we? Yes. So it's grey board. So the cogs are done at the grey board, and it's like snip, 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 away you go. And that means if you buy, I have got some larger stuff as well, which I haven't cut yet. But I've got some really, really big sort of pieces where it's got cogs, it's got wings, it's got really women's faces in proper grungy. And you can really, really cut bits out to suit. Now, I am actually going to stick that there, I think, and put half a cog hanging out. So I'm going to actually try my very best. There we go. Bocking out under the frat. Yeah, definitely. There's so much you can do. It's all you've got to do is just have that little bit of creativity to go, well, let's have a go. Let's have a play. Why not? Yeah, that's all it is. And what's the worst that can happen? Well, nothing really, because you've cut it in half. There you go. Look at that. How funky does that look now? Right. Happy with that? We're going to do that then, yeah? Let me get my glue out. So it just proves a little bit of sort of, see, when one person says something and asks a question, the next thing we know, we've got it happening, yeah? So the cogs are fabulous. And I've got a lot of cogs, I'll be honest with you now. So if they're into cog to suit, you ain't a cog person. There's a lot of cogs. And they're all different sizes. So I am doing some make and takes tomorrow, just to give people a really good idea of, you know, what you're getting, sort of thing. I quite like that. I don't know if I like that there now. I think I needed to. Let me just move that down here a bit. Yeah, put him there. So I'm talking to myself. Oh, I hurt you. But yeah, let's just pop that around here. Sorry, I ramble. It's all right. You should try being in my head. Crikey, that could get dangerous. Now, don't worry about your glue. It dries clear. And plus, I'm going to get a brush and move it anyway, so don't worry. I'm going to actually put that here, to be fair. Why not? And then I'm just going to, honestly, I think that's the thing as a crafter, and we're all crafters in our own little ways. The amount of different stuff that you have bumbling along. Oh my gosh. Really wish I could go to the... Oh, Ruth, maybe one day, sweetie. And if not, you never know. Might be coming to a place near you. So that'll be something else I'll be looking at. Maybe possibly some online stuff. And also maybe looking at, you know, more local to people that can't get to the show, sort of thing, in that sense. You know, if you can get a couple of mates together, I might come and travel and do a day session or something like that. Why not? There we go. Right, so anyway, there's always options. So all I'm doing is just dabbing the glue. And I'm not too worried about, you see, you can see spots of glue, because I'm going to get some textured paste in a minute and just cause chaos with it anyway. Now, to get yourself that sort of, let me just wash my brush. We don't want to keep glue on a brush. I'm doing a mom then, and I'll shout at mom for doing that. It's like, mother, what are you doing? No. We've got pre-op on Thursday. Oh, okay. Goodness me. Well, hopefully you get your date through. If you got your pre-op, it's usually within 6 weeks, because that pre-op will be there out of date. So hopefully you get the news that you want and it's soon for you. So let's get some. I've got the fine grain, you know, my great big pot. Everything is up country. Hardly anything happens down here in Devon. Oh, well, I'm coming down there soon. Me and Amanda are coming. Is it Portsmouth we're coming to? But yeah, like I said, if you can find a couple of people, then I can quite easily come down and do a session. No problem at all. Got to be a few people though. I'll probably say, I don't know, 5, 10 people. Make it worth it for me to travel down, sort of thing. Yes, I'm coming to Plymouth. I'm coming to Plymouth. So all I'm doing is I'm just, you know me, I like a bit of mess, a bit of texture. Now this has got like that very fine gritting. I do Devon. I'll do Devon way. So what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, is I'm going to pat my finger in gunky mess, and I am literally going to tap it around. Now this will give you the most gorgeous effect for your rust. Now I don't want rust everywhere. Well, I would do, to be fair. I do like a bit of rust, but I'm sort of going to think of where would the rust be. I'll do Devon. Yeah, Devon's nice. There's plenty of places that I'm happy to travel to. I have a car. I'm not shy to get out and about in the world, you know. And especially if it's sharing, that we're all sharing the same passion, which is nice, you know. So, and sometimes when you've got a smaller amount of people doing a workshop, you get a lot more out of it. Hopefully that makes sense. Now all I've done is done my finger. I haven't messed up any brushes. Let me get a tissue. I haven't messed up any brushes. I haven't used, you know, a proper tool. I do have them all here. I'm determined, because I've actually packed the majority of my stuff for Lincoln. So I'm trying not to unpack. But I'm just going to blast that a little bit with a bit of heat. And it does like... Now, what I have found with this textured paste particularly is the fact that it likes to air dry. I'm having a massive anxiety about driving on my own to Lincoln. Rachel, don't be daft. I'll be waiting for you. Come and sit with me. Come and have a chill out, have a cup of tea. I'm quite sure that we'll look after you. It'll be fabulous to see you. Let me know if you need the light bulbs putting away as well because I've only got 2. So there you go. So don't have anxiety. Just put your music up loud, concentrate on the road, sing away. You know, you'll be there before you know it, honestly. Right, so yeah, do you know something? That's nearly dry. Where it's a little bit thicker, it's still a little bit movable, but hey ho, I'm not too worried. So brown, rust, yellow. Now I love Andy's Inkology. He's got the colours down to a ground. London brick and French mustard. Perfect. Oh, sorry. Goodness me. I honestly, you lot will have a proper headache wiggling around. I do apologise. Coffee bean is also amazingly lush. And then if you want a little bit of yellow into that, we're going to have a bit of the Andy's Skinner's Gold. Now, I do like to put a bit of blue in. So, it's either Tuscan teal or turquoise blue. So, I've got the options there. Now, you've also got the options of using whatever you've got in your stash. Now, I have got some Art Inspirations Vivid Ink, Lippy Lime. Now, give these a shot. These have been standing, and the yellow always seems to have like a sediment at the bottom here. So, always just, whenever you've got liquid oils, it's 100 miles from me other way, but my friend is in Sleaford. I thought, oh, okay, fair enough. Bless you. But yeah, always give things a good shake. Now, I've got these here, so we've always got them as an option to add a bit more colour if we feel that we need to have a pop. I mean, we've got a lovely, what we've got here, that looks nice. Perfect purple and popping pink. Maybe. I'll put them there as a just in case. So let's start building up. Now, yeah, I can definitely feel grit. And that's what you want, especially when you're building up. I don't know if you can see. I mean, look at the texture on that, isn't it gorgeous? Now I can spray water on that, which I do like to do when I'm doing textured paste. So let me just back that up out the way. I'll leave that over yonder. Put my scissors out the way. Let's get my squirty. Now, this is grey board. I have put acrylic paint on first of all, so it's had a white undercoat as such. And then all I've done is just stuck that on. That's black acrylic. You've seen me put brown on, and obviously the textured paste. So I know that I can squirt away for my heart's content, realistically. So I am going to start on with the lighter colours. As I always say, build up with the lighter colours first, and don't be shy to add it on to your cogs and your bits and pieces and all that. So that's the Skinner's Gold, which is Lush with a capital L. And I'm then going to go on with London Brick. So you can see how that's moving. And if you feel to yourself the water's not doing it, just squirt a bit more on. So I'm not too worried about thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to cause a few problems here. No, I'm not. There we go. And having that sort of pipette, I love it because you've got control. You know, it's just a little smidgen. Love it. The French mustard, again, it's another layer. You can see how this is starting to move within that texture. That textured paste. Now, it's not dry, but it's doing exactly what I'm thinking it wants to do. If I had, I mean, just how that, it just spider creeps along. I love it. I don't know how else to describe it, if I'm honest. I really don't. So spider creeping, it's what it's going to be. Now, I don't want to put too much brown on because I do, mind you, I mean, just look how lovely that is. I do love it. Gosh, I feel like I just talk to myself all the time. Let me just put a little bit around there. Yeah, okay. So I've already put brown on, which I suppose was like a base undercoat as such. So let me just have a little squirty doodah. I'm just loving that bit there, but I know I want. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go to turquoise. Turquoise. I always sound like I'm gonna do a bit of a posh moment when I say turquoise. I don't know why. I'm just gonna put a little bit here and there, just to bounce it through. Bum, bum, bum. That'll do. Now then. Yes, more water, and nothing's happening. It's still intact. Now I want one of my, let me just put a bit of water. This is just water, and all I'm going to do now is I just want to move this blue around a little bit, and I don't mind if the other colours start to move it around now, but this here where we've put the actual textured paste, that was that. I mean, before I stuck this on, I could have quite easily have, you know, just painted or got it ready or prepped it. I could have put on some oxides, you know, just done a little bit of a blast and that. But sometimes I think it's nice just to let your creativity sort of merge and just bounce it off these little bits and play around and just get your brush and just do some random stuff, because it's surprising how things just pull together in a different way. I mean, just look how vibrant with that blue there. It pops all this. Love it. Because I love the blue so much, I can't just put one. I mean, just look at that. How gorgeous is that? Oh, dear me. Now, I know there's a lot of people do it different. That's fine. You do you, I'll do me, sort of thing. Now, I am going to have a look. I'm going to put, this might look a bit like, oh, crikey, what we're doing. But I'm just going to try a little bit of popping pink on. Now, I don't know. I might ruin it, so I'm sorry if I do. But, oh, I'll tell you what. Now we'll have a bit of that. See how quick that comes out then. Woo! Hello. It's just another colour. Now, because of it being a bit harshy, let's put a bit in there. It's definitely a popping colour, that's for sure. Let me just put a bit of water in so it moves it. Now, you can obviously move your stuff around now because you've got your acrylic paint on there. You've got that movement. You've got the gunge. You've got all sorts going on. Let me get a bit of tissue. I haven't got one. That'll do. Let me dab. Now, let me get off. Even the thing wants to stay with me. Get off. Let me dry that off, and then I just want to see, maybe just to put a bit of extra textured paste along here, or just add another layer. I absolutely love how this is sort of pulling it together, but this is a tag. So, you know something, you could actually put on the back, you could get a piece of paper, you could stamp it on, to, from, whatever, or I could do you a name. You know, if you order, don't forget you get 2. If you order a name, for instance, you'll get 2 of them. So you could even arrange, because you've got one for your main thing and you've got one over, you could always put somebody's name on there. So, yeah, let me I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm ducking between 2 cameras now. I'm actually going to use a spatula. Go me, gosh. I'm going to do something quite properly by on all words. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Let's have a look. Squidge it around a bit. Now, there is no right or wrong with using textured paste. Now, don't forget you can make your own if you ain't got it. You can Google it. Or if you've got some plaster of Paris, white acrylic paint and glue, that's all you need. If you haven't got plaster of Paris, you can use flour, cornstarch, baby powder. And I'm sure there's all of you going, Lisa, there's that as well, and there's that. Yes, there is loads and loads and loads of different options. So I don't know them all. So, you know, feel free to share them in the group while you're here watching me creating carnage. You know, share it within the group. You know, how do you make your paste? What do you use? What's your ratio? What do you enjoy doing? You know, share the love. I've done the easy option and I've brought this because these are going to be coming on the workshops. So I'm going to be doing a workshop in Leicester, and I'll be taking the big pot of paste in, and we're going to be doing some stuff like this, tags, texture, doing the rust and stuff like that. Because the ladies there, they're absolutely fabulous and they love to get involved. And it's nice when you get that, when you get people that want to get involved and play around with different stuff, have a go. And that's what it's all about. Getting your own boundaries and sort of doing something different. Now, you could have, before you even started, you could have even put down a stencil with some textured paste. And you could have a lovely stencil running through that and then put on the grunge. Your choice at the end of the day. Do what you feel is right. Now, that textured paste is still wet. So I'm just going to have a little look. Just to see what this looks like. Because I don't know. It looks like a purpley blue, aren't they? Okay, let's... yeah, we'll play with that. Tell you what, I want a bit of green in this. Let me go green. So as you start adding, you'll actually start seeing different colours evolve, or you'll look at it and think, oh, it needs a bit of this and it needs a bit of that. Add it. Don't be shy. If you don't like it, you can just go over it with white and start all over again. That's what I like about textured paste. You can alter it and do things to it as you go. Hasn't got to stay as whatever it is that you're putting on there. And just remember, this is grey board and it's still alive and well. It hasn't collapsed. And look how much water I've thrown at it. A lot. And a lot of liquid as well, because there's been a lot of colour go on there. So, how are we doing on top? Oh, look at that. We're nearly at 1/4. Go on, go us. I did tell you it was like a quick little session. How cool's that? Right then, let me put these out of the way. So what sort of things would you like? So that's what I need you to do. Be honest with me, be straight with me. You don't like this, but do this. I'm not precious. I'm here to sort of listen to you guys, because I do listen. You know, I'm not here to go, I'm doing this and that's that. I'll do what you're asking at the end of the day, as in what it is that you're looking to get. What are you looking to get out of your creations? What do you need to add to them? I've done a stamp range of like infillers and landscapes because there wasn't any that I needed, that I could find that done what I wanted them to do. So I created them. I'm now creating these. So tell me, What is that? What do you think? Oh, I'd like this. Oh, this is what's needed. Feel free, let me know. I'm not going to turn around and go, really? I don't think so. And I'll give you credit for it as well. You know, I'm not somebody that will say, well, that's my idea. If you're saying to me, oh, do this, I'll also say, so-and-so's told me to do this. Yeah? So this is what we're trying. So, there we go. A bit of a crazy looking tag. But you know, somebody who loves their steampunk would look at that and go, oh my God, that's delightful. You've got your tag there. You could have put, obviously, one of the little, yeah, whatever they're called. See, I've got my brains on lockdown now. Well, I haven't got a brain cell anymore. I don't know what's happened with it. It's frazzled. Please do more stamps. Yes, I'm going to be doing more stamps, just not yet. As long as you keep an eye on it, I'll really be fine, just a small bit. So what I normally do is I make it as I go. If I'm making my own, I'll do enough which I know I'll use on that particular project. But yes, you can do an airtight container, like something with a screw lid, or you can put some cling film over it, screw it on, and that will give you that seal as well. Depending on what you're using to make it, it can last up to a good couple of months, you know, depending on what products you're putting together. But always have some white acrylic paint and always use a decent glue. They're the things I would say to you. I mean, you can use cheap white acrylic paint and you can use cheap glue. It'll do the same thing. But I always use something decent because then I know that when I've made the paste, it's going to do what I want it to do, if that makes sense. So let me just try and dab a little bit. I don't want too much because I don't want to take away. But we've got little white gaps, which I'm just not liking the look of. So, oh, crumbs. You know, when you say to yourself, I'm not going to do that because it's going to do that. And it does it. And it's like sugar. Honestly, hey, just can't get the staff, can you? Oh, crumbs, honest. Right, so I'm just gonna, let me just dab it across, diddly doo-dah and all that now. Told you if I had a brain cell, I'd be dangerous. It's basically in these little places here, I want to sort of just add a little bit of texture and a little bit of something. Because as I'm looking at it from the camera up above you here, I just want that little bit of, that's just ridiculous. Let me put that away. There we go. Away, be gone, be gone. I'm going to do a green. I'm going to do Andy's olive. This is like my favourite colour. I love greens. Greens are very calming. I'm hoping you all think the same. Yes, green's calming. Very calming. I just want to take away this white and just put sort of another layer, really. Oh yeah, oh, let's look at that. I mean, just look at that. Oh, I don't know, honestly. He knows what he's doing, does Andy? Honestly, love his stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of damn good people out there, really good artists, and a lot of really amazing stamps, different products and stuff. I've just got certain ones that I particularly go to. They're my go-to sort of thing. So, but you guys, you've all got your own different likes and products and different stuff. You use what you used to. My taste from this time last year, I was all Lavinia. You know, so my taste and my products have totally changed within a year. You know, so again, it's one of them. Everybody's got different preferences, different stuff. So, you know, right, I'm quite liking the look of that. I'm just thinking of maybe a little bit of white. Let me just get, so the white I'm going to use is going to be this. So I like this one because it doesn't come out, basically. It's a hard liquid. I like a hard liquid. Have you ever thought of that? Hard liquid. Doesn't make sense, does it? That doesn't comply at all. So let me just, so all I'm doing is dabbing the end of my brush very, very lightly. I don't know. Even I've lost my own head saying that now. So just adding them little bits of white. So, you know, I said, oh, I've lost the white space. It just adds. Let me just diddly-doo-dah around here. Let me just spread that there. Don't be shy to get your hands dirty either, by the way. It's always a lovely effect when you get yourself messy. Now I do want to just, there we go, fabulous. There we are, sorted. I just want to, yeah, oh yeah. See, that could look like little snowdrops in the background. Could be absolutely anything, really. You could even put some splatters on that. Oh, no, that might be a thought. Oh, I'll tell you what, we might do that. Might do a bit of black splattering just to bring out the bulb, because that's disappearing quicker than what we can see. Let me grab what's it? Copper. Oh yeah, copper wax. Let me just see what wax I've got. Have I got any wax available? Well, have I packed it? Oh dear. Honestly, oh, I'll tell you what. Let me grab this. I'll have to do gold. But yeah, see, I do listen to you lot. When I look up and sort of see what you're saying to me. I go off on my own little tangents sometimes, so I do apologise, people. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Good thinking, Batfink. I think that was Louise then, bless her. Caught me eye, she did. Lethal. Now, don't forget, obviously, with these tags and the stuff that you're ordering, you will get that bit of residue. So this is why I'm looking at not just the grey board, I'm also looking at the wood, so the MDF. So I'm looking at 3mm MDF and 6mm. Now, there's a big, huge difference if I start looking at 6mm. But my gosh, the quality is outstanding. Now, let me just say, oh, I'll tell you what, you were right there, girl. I'm liking that. Very nice. But yeah, bronze would have been good. Yeah, it's all good. It's messy, it's good, it's fabulous. Let me just see if I have thrown in a box. Have I thrown it in a box somewhere else? Let me see. Right, so this is what I've done. Now, this is 6mm. Now, you can see, look at how deep that. This is not breaking. This is not destruction. This is like, wow. And this is where this cutter I've got is like, it's the dog's danglies, to be fair. This is 6mm. I can go through 10mm. I painted it black. Obviously, you can see where I've used the textured paste. But, I mean, just look at the thickness on that. So, if there's certain things that you're wanting made, give me a shout. You know, so that's what it's all about. We can do more personalised stuff. But I've got another one, and you actually, this is going to be bigger, but you can actually put, like, that'll be a framework, if that makes sense. Or I could actually bring this and widen it, so you've actually got a square in there. So this could be mounted on, let me use the back of this, for instance. That could be mounted on a nice square, like a plaque, sort of wall plaque. And then you can actually have some writing in that, or some wording, or you could stamp something, you know. So again, we could do wall plaques, you know. I mean, obviously we've got the XL tags, but there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. So please give me your ideas. I don't want to steal them. I'll give you credit for them, but I will do what you want, if that makes sense. But you can see this 6mm. Well, you can see it's as thick as my fingernail. But I mean, that's 6mm thick, and I can go up to 10. I mean, I can't even pull that off. Crikey. That's well and truly glued on. But look, I mean, just look at the grunge on that. I just love it. The textured paste gives such a different aspect to your projects. So don't be shy. So that's what we've just done. And again, we've got all those lovely layers going on. So we've got 3 layers deep. And then this lovely textured paste, it just gives it another dimension. And the same with this beautiful piece here, where I've put clonks in. So it's proper like little rust balls. And again, it's just where the colours lay. It just gives you that. I'm sorry, I'm neglecting you guys over there. Do apologise, you lot. Hopefully you're all good. Crumbs, sorry. Jackie, Brenda, Jennifer, Ruth, bless you. Keithia, Trudy, Lou, Rosemary, Yvonne, Donna. Oops, Crumbs, I don't know what I've done there. Do apologise. Crikey, what have I done? There you go, I can see now. But yeah, so that's just a couple of different. I mean, I'll take these tomorrow. They'll be dried nice and solid. But again, 6mm MDF, not going to be breaking, not going anywhere. So I could do stand-up projects. Halloween's going to be brilliant, because you're going to be having some huge pumpkins. ghosts, witches, all sorts of stuff that I'm going to be creating for Halloween. Christmas, I've already got a lamppost with the days hanging off it. I'll be showcasing those. I know it's nowhere near Christmas, but you know, I've got to start showcasing things ahead as you do. But yeah, Halloween's going to be fabulous. You're going to have some fantastic stuff to have for Halloween. And that sort of stuff will be in your 3 and your 6mm MDF. It won't be in your grey board stuff, because these are stuff that you can either hang on the door or put outside. You know, if you're going to treat them, I can quite easily do 6mm MDF, and that would make an amazing, you know, sign or signage for outside. Ghosts, ghouls, all sorts of daffodils, or even to put in the front of the window. So there's your possibilities. So let me just clean up a little minute, if there's such a thing. So we have got the light bulbs at the show tomorrow. I'll put this back in the pot. There we go, in the pot. We have got the release of personalisation. Now, I think this tag's lovely. These Excel tags are great, because you could not only just put one lot of word in, you could write, you know, a whole, it'd take me forever to do, like, but I mean, you could really write a little message on there, especially if it's like for a wedding or a birthday gift or anything, and they'd hang that on the wall. That's something it's a gift. It's not just a tag, you know, it is an actual gift to somebody. Same as these, to be fair. Let me get some clean paper, then I'll showcase them properly. And then, like I say, if you come into Lincoln tomorrow, come and say hello. I have no idea what stand I'm on. I'm under Nice Crafting, but I'll be there. I'm going to be doing some make and takes, and I'll also be showing you some stamps, some backgrounds. I'll be using some oxides, pink frog, super smooth card. I'll have card there. I'll have little bits and bobs for you to buy. I'll even have some of Mum's bunny rabbits with me. So, Rachel, if you want anything, give me a shout, PM me, or just drop me a message. Apart from that, there's only going to be 2 sets of these, and one might have already gone. And like I said, they are on the website. Now, please be mindful, Monday will only be my last day to get everything prepped if you're buying anything between now and then, for me to get them out to you, obviously with tracking. And then I will then come back off my holiday. So then Wednesday, a week of Wednesday, I will be then back on track with orders. So please bear that in mind. Put your order in as long as you're happy to wait. If I've got stuff done, if I know what's needed, I can get that done, and Mum can always get it sent off for me, so you're not waiting. And then tracking, I can send tracking out to you. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this little sort of, where we are. Oh, we're nearly on an hour. Look at that. A little quick catch up sort of thing. I'm excited to be able to give you personalisation in whatever sizes you want, really. If there's something off the cuff, message me, PM me. Makers of Magical Things at gmail.com. It's all on the Shopify shop. Please do, you know, I look forward to it. It's going to be really interesting. If there's anything particular, give me a shout. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I might drop in on Monday, depending on orders. So as I'm going to be off for a week, I might just give you a little last dabble on Monday. If I've made something that you've not seen, I might just come on and just say a quick hello, or I might just make a quick card, you know. So there you go. So I'm going to go. Love to you guys. Love to you guys. So both of you. So I'm going to demount the lovely Facebook crew. There you go. I'll see you all later. Thank you so very much for joining me. I'm going to take the grunge with me tomorrow. Might even give it out yet. We don't know. We'll see. Right then. So, ta-ra a bit. Let me just put Ruth's beautiful. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? She made that. How lovely is that? Honestly, I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Thank you so very much, Ruth. I shall cherish this. You have no idea. Right then. Laters. That's you guys done. There's that. Ta-da. And